rock, paper, scissors style of RTS.
Okay.
Yep. Like if you're going to be Germans, you're going tanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you're going to see a lot of themes coming up today too, like the triangular format or like the pentagonal.
Yeah.
It's always got to be odd. I feel like even numbers don't always work out in RTSs.
It's true.
Because then you'll find some kind of imbalance in it. I think the triangle's perfect.
It is. It's the way to. It's really the way to do it. What the double trouble? There's twos of yous here's.
Hello, Tom.
Hey, Loren.
Hello,
who's this guy?
Tyrell.
Tyrell.
Hello. My name's Tyrell. Good to be here.
We got a little bit of a analog tap room coalition going on here.
I believe you can call us the originators.
Yep.
Pretty damn close.
Original regulars.
Yep, the original regulars, man.
The only guy missing is the bastard that runs the whole ordeal.
Yep.
Maybe in a future episode. Let's talk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're here for a specific reason today. It's a strategic reason, and it's in real time. Jesus Christ. We're talking about RTSs.
That was weak.
But this episode won't be, because for RTSs, you need to be fucking smart, because you have money, and you got to be smart with that money, man.
You got resources.
Yeah.
You have to be resourceful with those resources.
Yeah, it's all about managing your economy.
Yep.
Otherwise, troops can't fight if you can't pay them.
And most importantly, you have an overwhelming urge to kill the opponent.
Paint the map your own color.
Yeah, literally. So, to your surprise, I only have one honorable mention today.
I'm actually shocked. So Tyrell, let's fill you in here. Tom usually has like fucking 17 honorable mentions. Sometimes he whittles it down to 3.
Yeah, it's true.
But today he's actually sticking to the rules.
A couple
which
times.
Which is one honorable mention.
Yeah, and this one some people may not consider an RTS, but I think it kind of is. I'm talking about Company of Heroes 1.
Okay.
Released in 2006. You're either the Nazis or you're the Americans.
The Nazis.
And you have to build like your depot to make vehicles. You have to build your tank manufacturing building to make tanks. You build your barracks for your troops. And then you have to collect certain little spots on the map for like extra fuel, extra money or whatever to uncover more of the map and to build fortifications on these so that you can basically move your whole front line forwards, right? And what's really cool about this is that after you gain a certain amount of points, you can actually spend those points on specialty troops. So you can get paratroopers or you can get flamethrower tanks, and you can choose your build. So you can be like, I want to be more airborne, I want to be more infantry, or I want to be more tank base. It's a very much like rock, paper, scissors style of RTS.
Okay.
Yep.
Like if you're going to be Germans, you're going tanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you're going to see a lot of themes coming up today too, like the triangular format or like the pentagonal.
Yep.
It's always got to be odd. I feel like even numbers don't always work out in RTSs.
It's true.
Because then you'll find some kind of imbalance in it. I think the triangle's perfect.
It is. It's the way to. It's really the way to do it. But a good thing about this is like the sound effects are good. So one tank is not going to sound like the other tank firing. They did spend some time like a German 88 sounds different than a Sherman 76, I think, or 75.
Sure.
I forget now. Is it 76 or 75?
76 millimeter.
76 mil. Yeah. So it's like it's not all the same. And then the voice acting is good. Like all the soldiers talk to you, like a lot of RTSs do nowadays. But there's not a heck of a lot more to talk about this game. Like you just end up unlocking more different troops the longer you play it, and then you can play it online still to this day against other people. It's available on Steam. I suggest getting it when it's cheap. But yeah, Company of Heroes. It came out in 2006, so kind of like I wouldn't say the height of RTS, because to me the height of RTS would have been the late 90s,
Right.
early 2000s. So this would be like
we might be a little
perfected.
biased. You'll find out soon enough why. But we should also throw a little disclaimer out too. Tyrell is a champ, and he stood in on this episode with like no warning, nothing. We were like, hey, you want to sit on this one? And he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, why not? So
Why not?
He's got no list. He's just gonna chime in when he wants. But that said, he's got a lot of like 2000s on experience, I would say.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the youngest here at 29, so pretty much most of my RTS.
Holy
He's a decade younger than I
I
am.
got underwear older. Ouch.
So yeah,
You should
They're
throw
not
those
currently
underwears
on.
out.
most
not
of my
currently on,
experience
but-
comes from the early and mid 2000s PC RTS gaming.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense. Okay.
How about you? What's your
That's fair.
honorable mention?
My
man?
honorable mention was definitely made fucking long before Tyrell was born.
93.
So again, funny, it's Westwood Studios.
Perfect.
Do you want to like jump right in and say who Westwood Studios is right now, or do you want to save it for later? Or?
Let's save it.
They might come up later.
I think it might come up later. Let's just say right now, Westwood Studios was one of the greatest freaking developing companies for RTSs ever.
They did a lot of pioneering and bush cutting for,
Absolutely.
for the RTS
Yep.
genre.
And they were eaten up by freaking the big old nasty EA, you know?
EA? EH?
EA.
Fitting?
EA. Oh,
Just
I
fitting.
see what you did there. So what year did your
That
game
would have
come
been
out?
December 1992. It was DOS. But the only reason that it's honorable mention for me is because I played the Genesis version, so you were stuck with a
So
controller.
we're talking about 93, 94. Right?
So in hindsight, well, I do believe this came out in 92 for Genesis.
92. Okay.
But think about like Dune itself, okay? Like
Okay.
forget RTS for a second.
Yeah.
The whole concept of spice made
the
all
spice
the,
of life.
all the sense in the world of how an RTS game works.
Yeah.
And like, dude, Dune was not the first RTS, but
No.
it was one of them.
It was one of
Like
one of
Herzog's
the
Way beat it
more
by
perfected RTSs.
half a year. Herzog's Way is like considered
Oh,
one of the
yes.
first ones ever, right?
Yes, you're correct.
And
Yeah.
Dune was like right on the heels of it. It very well could have been in development while Herzog's Way came out. But Spice was like a great base idea for an RTS game.
Mhm.
So it's kind of the perfect backdrop for developing a resource gathering RTS around
Absolutely.
that whole concept. It was like that trademark Fog of War map that we all like to talk about in that
so
era.
for people who don't know what Fog of War is, when you have a whole map, it's blackened out, right? Then what happens when you end up moving a troop forward?
It all of a sudden gets a little brighter and clearer and stays that way
Yeah.
because you've explored. So it is the idea of, putting that, unexplored territory into the game.
Absolutely.
It's a very simple way of doing it. The clouds part and now you see,
Mhm.
and boom, there's enemies. Oh shit. It's kind of an ideal, and we're going to talk about it like triangles or 5-star system. It's the ideal like 3-house system. So like this house versus this house versus this house, and no one house has the clear-cut, advantage in any situation.
Yeah. It's
have
very
certain
much like a
strengths.
rock paper scissors.
Yeah, it's very much a rock paper scissors setup. So
Yeah.
but that's not overarching. It's like certain parts of the house will go like clockwise, but the other parts of the house will go anti-clockwise.
Yeah.
For who trumps who. It's a great setup.
Who was the nation? Sorry, who was the people you would pick?
Oh, fuck, I honestly
can't
can't
remember?
remember at this point.
It's an old game, man.
It's it was a rental too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Hey, do you know what those are? A rental, Tyrell?
Yeah, I
Okay,
remember
good.
rentals.
Yes, okay, we're not that separated.
Do you remember Blockbuster?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old
Yep.
days.
Jumbo Video, Rogers.
Rogers Video was so good. I like 5-star video. Okay, we're off track.
No,
5-star
yeah.
videos.
This game, like the technology tree, essentially
Yep.
spawned from this game.
Yeah, it did.
But honestly, the only reason it's honorable mention is I didn't get to play it with a mouse. And
Yeah, it was difficult to play on a controller,
Oh.
these RTSs, because you had to use select or start, or
Or,
no,
well,
you had to
the
sometimes hold
D-pad.
2 buttons.
you had to use the D-pad to move
yeah.
around. And like anybody that tried playing
to go over
Populous,
to your menu to select like what to build,
Yeah.
almost impossible, man.
like nobody touched it like SimCity. Like that was the
Yeah.
perfect fucking setup on, and I'd argue it's even better on Super Nintendo than the PC.
Oh.
But
Oh,
this is
wow.
not the same thing.
No.
And it's a struggle
Mm-hmm.
to play it, but it was also very fun. Like it was you could see the concept of the RTS in it, and it was my introduction to RTS. That's why it's on my honorable mention. Yeah, and then again, Tyrell, jump in anytime you want. If you've got 2, 3, 5 games you want to talk about,
Yeah.
bring it up right now. If
Well,
you've got an honorable.
Just mentioning playing on controllers, a game that comes to mind for me is Halo Wars. Because that originally released on Xbox, no PC release, so it was entirely geared towards playing on a controller. I remember playing on Xbox on the controller, and it actually worked great.
Yeah.
It was very instinctual, everything moved easily, it worked great. And then they made the PC release on Steam, and I got that, and I played that, and still a great game, but definitely takes a lot more work figuring out the controls when you're trying to move it from a controller to a PC.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's an interesting take on like porting it the other way, and how difficult it could be instead of just, you know, like especially a game designed from the ground up for a console. It's kind of it's an interesting take, right? I like that.
Me too.
All right, I can start number 5.
Yeah, start us
All right,
up, man.
so that's our honorable mentions.
Just one.
We call it a top 6 list, really. But my top 5 is developed by Cave Dog. It's Windows, September 97,
So Windows 95.
which means Tyrell's born at this point.
I was 1 year old at this point. I was still in diapers.
I had to include this in my list. It's Total Annihilation.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So it's like a unique, constant, unlimited stream of resource income. So instead of like going out to harvest it in small batches, you just get. But if your use exceeds the acquisition, things like radar towers and stuff like cease to function.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that balance of like build versus, but you don't have to go out and get your resources. You just get them.
And this one's a 3D RTS.
It
right?
is.
Yeah, I remember this. It's like a very robotic, mechanical
Like, dude,
looking.
this is like voodoo card
Yeah.
era. Like,
yeah. Oh, Voodoo 3DFX.
hardware acceleration. Yeah.
Bulldog graphics cards and everything.
So you get like radar, and your scout units are what clear the fog of war in
Yeah.
this game. It's not just like moving any units around. You actually have to use your scouts and your radar, like placing radar towers to clear out. But like radar could also be jammed. So I could sneak scouts ahead, way ahead, and jam your
right.
radar so that you can't clear the fog of war. It's an interesting aspect.
So
of it.
you would get like most of the map before your opponent.
Well, I would, but if I'm also like proactively jamming your radar, then you're not getting your fog of war cleared. It's just it's a neat format. It was 500 units per side max, but there was
That's
a
quite
mod.
a bit for 3D units.
There was a
man.
mod that made it
is a lot.
5,000.
on a Windows
And it's
95.
like,
Windows
forget it.
95.
It's like Lemmings, and everything just slows to a
Yo,
fucking
fuck
crawl.
yeah, it
right?
would.
But, it was
Shit.
a cool mod, man. There's lakes and oceans that can't be traveled. Like, you cannot get most units across.
Oh, so you'd have to
So-
transport them across.
Or go
Or
around.
you-
Some units you
oh, I
just
see.
straight can't, so you have to
Yeah.
go around. So you have to plan for that, right?
Yeah.
There was it used a physics engine to like calculate things like hills. So like if you had long range artillery, if there were hills in the way, it would actually block the artillery. So
Oh, yes, that's right. That's
like
cool.
it was a 2D game, but it calculated height,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, that's my number 5.
That's good
I
number
had a
5.
blast with that game.
Yeah. I remember playing that one too.
And
I thought it was
because
very
of that
cool.
like constant revenue stream, you could actually have some fast games.
Dude, I played that on an old Windows 95 Packard Bell. It did not go fast for me.
No, no.
Just like plain Jane Packard, before it became Hewlett Packard, like way before that.
Yeah,
Packard Bell, like PCs. Aging myself there, but my number 5 is I think is pretty cool. It was released in 2000, so jump ahead like 5 years, 6 years, but it's Shogun. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like Shogun, you were samurai, and you would get archers.
Love the theme.
Cavalry. The theme is really nice.
Love the theme already.
Love the theme.
Yeah, and like, and it was one of the first games on computer I remember there being blood.
Oh, okay.
Because lots of these maps would be during the winter time for Shogun, and
So-
you would like stab someone, and you wouldn't see anything, and then they'd be like dead on the snow, and then you would just see like blood
A
kind of
puddle of red.
disperse. Yeah, and it very much when you play this game, if you read The Art of War by Sun Tzu, you are doing that. It's like take that hill. Fucking stay on the hill. Let them work to you. You see a valley. Stay at the end of the valley. Let them go through your shit.
Nice.
Like it's very much This was very much a positional game. It's like where do you want to start? You start here. He starts there. You want to walk all the way here for the hill and hope that your opponent kind of like meets you halfway. But then like if he was smart, if he sees you on the hill, he wouldn't just go for it. He'd try to send the cavalry around and like get you from behind and try to force you to go down the hill or shit.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of good strategic because there was no like building stuff in here. It was just what troops do you want before the battle?
Right.
Like before medieval Total War and all that.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah,
so-
and also it's Japanese themed, so I automatically love it because I love samurai stuff.
It's like it's such a great theme.
Yeah.
I love it.
And like different samurais have different style of swords, so like your katanas like get better with different samurais. So it was awesome to me.
Wakazashis and like the shorter ones and
Dai
stuff.
katanas.
Yeah, literally. Like it was a lot of fun, and you know what? If they re-release this on Steam to work on newer computers, I'd probably get it again.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I totally understand that.
So
There's
that's
like
my
half
number
this
5.
list I would love to play again.
Me too.
Like one, absolutely, and I've pushed, and now that like Xbox or Microsoft is going kind of universal, and that like a lot of their games could show up on a Steam Deck or a Switch.
Okay.
One of these games in my list, I'm really, really hoping for, but we'll see.
Knock on wood. My number 4 is Rise of Nations.
Okay, yeah.
Released in
Oh, yeah.
2003. This one is a tough one because there is so much for you to oversee. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, you have to build buildings, but then you have to build your oil on top where oil is, ore, stone, wood, all that kind of stuff. But then at the same time, you need to keep upgrading your buildings, and then once you upgrade those buildings, you get to build the Age of Empires style of like Wanderers, and then you upgrade
Right.
that, and then once your town becomes so big and your population is maxed, you need to go start the whole thing over again somewhere else in the map and start a second city or whatever.
Right.
And then while you do the second city, that's sometimes when like your opponent's gonna be like, hey, this idiot's just building a second city, let's go kill him right now. So now your friend and you is like, oh shit, they're attacking my second city and I don't have any barracks there or anything because I was
Right.
starting with just a basic shit. Can you come help me out? So now you know what happens. Your friend sends their troops to help you out. Your opponent sees that your friend sent their troops, so now his buddy sends his troops to the other person's
Right.
city.
So
So
it's-
it's just, oh my god.
It's almost a
man.
disadvantage to be ahead.
Yeah, and for this, there's like air, ground, infantry, event. This game starts from like prehistoric times all the way to space time. So it's called Rise of Nations, right?
Right.
Like it goes through the eras. So it's like you don't want to be left behind the whole time. You want to keep fucking building up so
Right.
that you can keep up to par with everyone else. Or you're literally going to be there with swords and your opponent has guns and tanks and shit, and
Yeah.
you're fucked, you know?
Yeah, it's the classic RTS dilemma of do you expand too fast and maybe overstretch yourself, or do you hold back and risk having your opponents outlevel you and just be able to overwhelm you within midpoint of the game?
Yeah.
Zerg
And it's
Rush,
frustrating.
right? Is
Yeah,
it
Zerg
Zerg Rush, or is it? That's not my list.
That did
but,
not make my list because
Did not
that'd be
make
a
my
too
list, but-
simple one to grab.
And I mean, it's everybody's damn favorite game, so
Yeah.
and it's fine.
That's fine.
StarCraft can be everybody's favorite game. That's great.
Protoss for life.
Protoss.
Star Wars Empire at War
Yeah.
came out, I think it was 2006, by LucasArts.
Yep.
Please bring LucasArts back. I want Star Wars to be good again.
Get Kathleen Kennedy out of there.
Yeah. Oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, it did have the grand strategy aspect to it of the space map where you can do all your planets, where you're doing all your base building and all of that, and then you send your armies at each other. And it's the thing that made me think about that there is that if you try and expand across the galaxy too fast, well, now all your fucking planets are exposed,
Right.
and your opponent will just start picking them off.
Yep.
And yeah, and while the land battles in that game were kind of mid for most RTS periods of that time, I'd say the space battles in that game are really where it really clinches it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's a good one. I played it before.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty looking version of Age of Empires 2.
It's a pretty good
I think
comparison.
it made like X-Wing versus TIE Fighter made my flight list, I think.
That was a good one.
But like it's like that whole universe just lends itself to RTS format
Absolutely,
game.
man. There's so much you can do with Star Wars.
100% it would.
Yep.
Like, could you imagine a mass battle on Mos Eisley? And like, that's a great
Fuck
format
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
for
Yeah.
a game, man.
Like, I don't understand why they don't make a sequel to that. With today's technology, it'd be
Right.
the best RTS to come out in years. Assume it was made by LucasArts.
Would you do like a Dota style at this point, or
Oh,
like
I hope
the?
not.
I really like. I don't follow like a League of Legends and
Yeah.
Dota or like any of
Yeah,
them
yeah.
now, right? But everything RTS is kind of like flowed into that style now.
Yeah. Nowadays, yeah.
Would it make sense to do a Star Wars based one
Yeah.
now?
It would make sense.
I can't think of any genre to game where it doesn't make sense to make a Star Wars one, to
yeah.
be perfectly honest with you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. That was a great game though.
Yep.
My number 4 is I'm the console whore here. So
Okay, it's on console.
here we go. From the Super Nintendo from Quest in May of 1995. Would it have been? No, it would have been Quest, but it would eventually go on. The guy that developed this game would go on to be a Squaresoft legend. It's Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen.
Can we count that as an RTS?
It's absolutely an RTS.
Okay.
You're thinking Tactics.
Oh,
Ogre,
maybe I am. Okay.
which is a turn-based.
Okay.
No, this is 100% RTS.
Okay.
The only thing that is, so I literally have in my notes, designed by Final Fantasy Tactics god Yasumi Matsuno. He is, is he good. He also did Final Fantasy 12, by the way. Begin the game answering a bunch of questions based on tarot cards, and all the answers are based on 3 paths.
Okay.
Are we back to the triangle? Here we go. So righteous, neutral, or evil. So answer it however you want. Google your answers or like answer it for yourself.
Yeah.
The first time you play it, answer it for yourself. Because you're going to play it as yourself, right?
Yeah.
If you're an evil person, I mean, the game called you out, not me. That's fine. Right?
Yeah. That's not on me, man.
But the answer, all the answers determine your like starting units, your abilities, all of it. At the heart, it's a combination of like RTS and RPG development, but the RPG development is secondary to the RTS, which makes it a very interesting game.
Okay.
Like your units don't just upgrade; they literally level up.
Okay.
And so like think more like a Fire Emblem, but is happening in real time. That's what makes this game really cool. And then you can see, like story-wise, this is absolutely like that Final Fantasy Tactics is coming. And when you play Final Fantasy Tactics, which story-wise is one of the like most impressive turn-based strategy games,
Not wrong.
you know that Ogre Battle happened. Like you can like the DNA of Final Fantasy Tactics came from Ogre Battle. 100%.
How
like
many years
very,
off was Final Tactics?
like very complex, convoluted, political-based story is in this game, and it's not often you see like such a deep story in an RTS. So, very impressive. It would have been, 3 years in between
3 years.
Ogre
Damn.
Battle and then Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay,
So, but yeah, that's my number 4.
it's good number 4.
Do we want to me backwards? My number 3.
Yeah, go for it.
It's another Fog of War RTS. In July 2002.
Okay.
So it's probably a good chance Tyrell had a sniff of this game or played it. Developed by Blizzard. That'll narrow it down a little. I'm gonna go with Warcraft 3.
Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
Fuck
Warcraft
yeah,
3.
man.
So it's just a straight up Fog of War RTS with like high fantasy elements.
You can build
Some of you alphas maybe went on to play World of Warcraft. Good for you. This is the origin of the whole thing, and this is much better game in my eyes. You get the Horde, the Alliance, the Scourge, and the Night Elves, but they all align in this story to stop like the Burning Legion,
okay.
wasn't it? And it's like because they're gonna conquer Azeroth.
Yeah.
Right. So every race needs to band together to fight it. So sometimes you're going to see like collaboration between, like elves and the horde, or the alliance and the horde, for example. The night elves and the alliance. Like it's kind of a cool setup. Very story driven. But like the thing that I loved about this game is you could highlight your entire army, but then still give text-based commands, like type commands. And I love that because you didn't have to sit there and like, oh shit, I gotta highlight these 3 and these 4. You could highlight the whole army, but then type out archers.
Oh,
and
shit.
then only the archers would
That's
move.
cool.
Right?
That's
So
cool.
I fucking love that about that game.
Fuck yeah, man.
Like highly underutilized.
Heck yeah.
And it's like one of the first like 3D based RTS games.
Were you orc or the humans?
I like doing multiple paths. I'm one of those guys that likes seeing both sides of the story. So, but I always started as a human.
Human, yeah.
Yep.
Me too.
Relatable.
Damn dirty orcs.
But that's my number 3. I thought Warcraft 3 was like gold.
That was great.
Absolute
I played the
gold
shit out
game,
of that.
man.
I bought the one with the pirate pack. Was that Warcraft 2 or Warcraft 3? It was like
shit.
the pirate expansion.
Like the War Chest edition?
Yeah.
No, that was 3.
Oh, yeah. So it is 3 I played.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
War Chest edition.
Okay, so Blizzard.
Blizzard, Warcraft 3.
Yeah. Mine's
As
made
my 3.
Mine's made by Westwood,
Oh, here we go.
and it's not the one you're thinking of.
No, but
It
there's multiple.
It was released in '98, and it's fucking Dune 2000, man.
All right.
It's the better of the Dune RTSs. And
Well, yeah, 100%.
and it's the same thing that you'd look at the movie. You pick one of 3 houses. You try to collect the spice of life, and you can use thumpers in this too to get worms and bring them up and fuck other people's
No
bases.
shit, eh?
Man. Get that thumper and just set it up right outside their base. And you're like, oh, you cheap asshole. It's
Yeah.
like, that's part of the game. The next thing you know, a worm goes through, destroys your shit.
Like just on a quick
part of
side
the
note, one of the
Yeah.
first RTSs that I played, Populous,
Yeah.
people used to get pissed at me because I would just start building up.
Yeah.
I would build up like as soon as possible, right? You can move your land up or down. And so I would move my land up as quickly as possible and then build like a small village of 16 people and then just flood them.
Yeah.
They were like,
You
you motherfucker! Like they would have like 200 and something population. I would have 16, but I would just flood them.
Yeah.
I'd like just sit there
Yeah.
and wait,
See ya.
and then just flood.
Yeah, done. There's not much else to talk about this game. Like, it's basically, think of like Dune on Sega or whatever, but just better looking. And there's like cinematics in between each mission if you do campaign. But let's be honest, most people that bought RTSs was to play against friends or like do skirmishes with friends. You know?
Yep. Yeah, it's almost like FPS nowadays. The campaign's like 4 hours, and you're like, okay, cool. Now, or some people never do play the campaign; they just jump online immediately, right?
Yep.
That's fine.
And what is it? The Arconians? I think I picked the Arconians. the
Okay.
most. Yeah. But yeah, it's just Dune 2000. Not much else to say about it. It's, you got your scroll bar on the right to pick the buildings you want.
It's short and sweet.
Yeah.
It's short and
pick on
sweet.
the barracks or the flying machines or tanks you want, and pick what you want to build. And
Right.
Your resources is the spice. That's it.
Love it.
Yeah. Do you want to chime in with another one, Tyrell? Or?
Yeah, sure. I was just kind of thinking of Stronghold Crusader.
Oh yeah, fuck, my buddy Curtis
The old
loves that.
classic. That game was a lot of fun. Not too complicated to it. It's basically everyone's got access to the same units, same resources. You build your castle, you build your resource structures, and I did like just how easy, or just how it did. Despite how early it was, it did model height into the game.
Oh, okay.
So archers on top of a wall will shoot further than archers
Right.
on the ground. Put them in a tower, they'll shoot in even further. And you could be spamming siege units and all of that. And I remember sometimes, like, just playing against the computer on higher difficulty, and just having my castle sieged down. I have trebuchets knocking down my walls, but I got my quarry inside my castle, so they're just bringing me stone the whole time, and I'm building my walls just as fast as they're bringing them down.
Yeah.
And then kind of got a bit of an upgrade too with Stronghold Crusader Extreme Edition, which had this little bar on the side which would slowly fill up, and as it would hit a certain point, you could call in certain bonuses, like you could bring down healing, ask for cash, bringing down a unit of troops in the place.
Oh, okay.
Or if you got it up there, you could just bring down a bunch of trebuchet balls right onto the enemy walls. So if you just sit there and just keep waiting for that meter to fill up, you don't ever have to leave your castle while you're being besieged. You could just keep dropping stones on your opponent's castle until eventually they can't send troops at you anymore.
Oh, I love when games do shit like that. Yeah, I know a couple of wall builders and RTSs.
It's
part of the game.
It's not cheater. It's cheeser. You're cheesing it, and I'm
It's
okay with
using
cheese.
the tools the game
I'm
gives
okay
you.
with cheese, because if it's within the confines of the game's rules,
Then it's all right.
it's beautiful. I love cheese.
Right. Well, let's hear it.
My number 2.
Yep.
It's Ensemble Studios,
Okay.
and I have a feeling that our good friend Tyrell is going to follow up with its sequel. That's fine. And I'll agree that it's probably the better game, but this one captivated my life for a while. It would have been September 1999.
See, the height of RTSs, man. the late
Microsoft. It's Age of Empires 2.
90s. Ah, son of a
Like,
bitch!
you don't have it for 2.
Yep. But we're not drinking anymore.
We'll be back.
No.
So the normal rules is we would have to shotgun a beer right now. But,
No.
okay, so we're going to have 2 of us talk about Age of Empires 2.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
I have a
let's go
feeling
for it.
Tyrell is going to want to talk about AOE 3. Because
There's a decent chance.
so you got your dark, your feudal, your castle, your imperial ages.
Yep.
There's 13 OG civilizations.
OG ones, yeah.
45
Now, for the definitive edition.
definitive game of the year, whatever
Yeah.
expanded edition.
I'm
Whatever
sure
you
they'll
wanna call
release
it.
another one in a year.
Sure. Well, what are they up to? Like AOE
Definitive editions, they're at Age of Empires 4?
4?
Yeah.
Anyway, it breaks down in no matter how many civs you add in, it breaks down into 4 styles. There's the Western Euro, the Eastern Euro, the Middle East, and the East Asian.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
there you go. Russian, European, Asian, and your
West.
Indian,
Yeah.
right? Middle East.
Yeah.
So, or Persian, if you want to call it. At least from the OG civs anyway, right? Then it starts getting into hybrids and stuff on the super expanded ones.
Yes.
And that's honestly where it starts losing me a little bit.
Those are some of the most fun ones?
I don't need...
But I agree. We are talking about the OG one that came out in 99.
I don't have to put 180,000 hours into one game. It's,
What? What was your build style? What would you do?
I liked going like straight infantry at first with archer backup, but if there was like, I also loved the campaign. I loved the campaign about this game.
Fun.
So it was reactive to the land, right? Like you would have, I can't remember if it was like the 4th stage. It was almost entirely water, so you had to go with like naval.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like heavy on the naval, because otherwise it took you way too long to get around the shoreline.
Oh yeah,
it was all about going like beelining straight across and like, well, essentially
we have to stop.
Zerg rushing. Okay, let's bring them out. We'll pet them first.
Get one.
You get one.
Because I fucking do it. I just got to. My God.
Hang on a second, nerd. Ding. Okay.
Age of Empires 2.
Age of Empires 2. So there's 5 campaigns. There's like the Genghis Khan, there's the Barbarossa, Saladin, the Joan of Arc, the William Wallace. William Wallace is cool.
Yeah.
But on like other modes like Regicide mode, Deathmatch, Random Map. I could talk about this game all day. Your turn.
No, I asked you what kind of player you were. Like, what culture would you pick, and how would you play the game yourself? You said that you started with archers and infantry.
I liked the Asian civilizations because it was very
gunpowdery.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I also liked that they were aggressive. It was an aggressive setup.
So would you just do infantry? Would you do walls at all?
Oh no, I was defensive too. So
you
100%.
So you would like still upgrade as you go along, like go through each.
I was very balanced. I would yes.
So balanced individual. Okay.
And part of my love on RTSs is to essentially build my civilization. Like I know we're not talking about civilization, but I love building my civilization. It wasn't like I'm not a Zerg rusher. I'm not like get the game over as quick as possible. I liked building and building and building and just becoming way too big for you to handle.
Yeah.
Steamrolling.
Steamrolling.
Yeah.
I was one of two things, and I would generally win some of these ways. I would be in first, very first, like, God damn it.
Can we just... Yeah, steamroll.
So I was very much a two-type of player. First off, the one that everybody would hate. So I would stay in the very first fucking age, and I would build up an army, and I would just send them and destroy people's fucking town centers.
Yeah.
And then they're populous, so they could never fucking get out, and people hated it. And then the second one I always did, and I was very successful for several matches, is I would just try to upgrade as fast as I can, not build any army, build a shit ton of concrete walls. Like, I'm talking about 15 walls right next to one another of concrete, build a wanderer in the middle, and then they would have to break through all the walls. But at that point, I'm putting fortresses with, like, cannons that would shoot extra further if you put archers and shit in it.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, Thomas is doing the fucking cheap wanderer. So everyone would be like, everybody gang up on Tom. Because I only got away with that a couple times.
Right.
So very much a cheap win over here. If I'm not going to do that, I'll just like gradually upgrade everything, get somewhat of an army. I would normally just do a shit ton of cavalry, and I would always pick the Huns, because for the Huns, you don't have to build homes, so you don't have to keep building homes to boost up your army and your populace.
Okay.
That's how I would play and I love Age of Empires 2, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever played it, Tyrell?
Haven't done 2. Played a lot of Age of Empires 3.
That's the 3D one, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's 3D one, put a few centuries later in the Age of Exploration. But yeah, I understand you're rushing their town hall tactics. I've ended up on the receiving end of that one.
Yeah.
The French just came in and started absolutely crushing me. So I took my explorer and a couple of setters, moved into a corner of the map where no one else was, built another town hall there.
Corner map is the way to go, man.
Yep, built a whole new town there while my original one was still struggling to stay there. And then, by the time my original town was completely gone, enemy units just wandering a map trying to figure out where I am, because the game's not over yet.
Yeah.
And I managed to march out with an army from the corner of the map to win, but come pretty damn close.
That's also a cheap way to win. I already destroyed your town. Where the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
I call it being clever.
It is being clever.
Winning's winning, man.
I don't know if you're going to be like me or not, but I have a number 1. and it's made by a small little studio called Westwood.
My number one is also made by a small little studio called Westwood.
And
but you know what? I don't think it's the same game.
I can decide on either. So I pick.
Oh no, maybe it is the same.
So I picked Command & Conquer 1 and Red Alert.
Okay, I'm Red Alert.
Hey!
So technically, we're not shotgunning a beer here.
No.
Okay.
So Command & Conquer 1, goddamn. This was the first greatest RTS game ever made. I think it was 95. 94 or 95.
Right. Well, Red Alert was 96.
Yeah.
So 1 would have been
94 or 95.
Yeah.
And just awesome. Your GDI or your Nod. Nod against... Nod really trying to be like the Nazis again.
Yeah.
You know, red logo with a scorpion tail on it. GDI.
Right.
Americans. I cannot emphasize enough how fucking awesome the cinematics are between each goddamn mission.
Very much so.
They're amazing.
I love the cinematics in this game. Holy crap! The more you like get through Chad, Sudan, and whatnot, the missions get so freaking hard.
Yeah.
Like at one point, you're just a commando, and you have to take a base down just with a commando, and like be smart and make sure that you don't go a certain way where a tank's gonna steamroll you or something.
I love that every single mission has a split route.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
it's phenomenal.
Because it's either it's like, oh, okay, you do Chad, you go with Sudan. It's like, oh, okay, well now you're going Congo next. Like because it is like real time map, but it's like fake armies,
Right.
You know, and
love,
I was always GDI, man.
Like resource collection, how you can get rare gems.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like,
I have so much more money.
I just instantly fucking jumped to level 3 from
Fuck
level
yeah.
1. Like
And
I
then,
loved rare gems, man.
What I really like to do, which pissed off a lot of people because they didn't really think about it, is that you take your mobile command center, and after you originally build like some things, you send it right next to where the Tiberian is, and then you build an oil refinery right there, and then you just move your fucking command center back.
Yeah.
And then that way you have like oil refineries right next to it, so they're just like reep, reep, reep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just go within 10 feet.
What
you
I
know?
also love that, like, no matter what you did, and like, for me, like that big massive like build a super city or a super
Fuck
country.
yeah.
You had to build power, so like power.
Yeah, to keep
units
the
that
power
actually
up
keep
so that-
going with it.
Or if you had like missile towers and shit, they wouldn't work. So
Right.
then an army could just steamroll right in.
Right in.
Yep.
And I love that you had to think of your infrastructure at the same time
Fuck yeah.
to like keep your infrastructure running.
And then let's
Love
talk
that part
about
about the
Red Alert, man.
Like,
Holy shit. So I got a funny story to say about Red Alert, okay? And this one was released 97, 98?
This was 96.
96. So
Yeah.
Red Alert, just like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years, I'm playing against some Chinese fellas, right? And I'm looking at the map. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? And it's like, it looked like, you know, like the topography view of like, there's going to be a hurricane here. And it shows you all the different colors of like how bad it's going to be. I'm like, how are these people building troops this fast? I'm like, I have 5 infantry and they have hundreds and hundreds. And then I typed hoping that they would get it. I'm like, hey, how the heck are you guys building troops so fast? And they're like, oh, if you want troops quicker, you just build more barracks. If you want tanks to be built faster, build more weapon factories. And if you want to build buildings quicker, build more command centers. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And that was a game changer. Like,
Well,
as
yeah.
soon as I found that out and I played against a couple of my buddies, they're like, yo, Tom's cheating. What the fuck is he doing
Yeah.
on his PC? And I'm
Tom's-
like, and I
Tom's
told
running
her,
a script. Tom's running a script.
I let them in on it. I'm like, dude, the more of this you build, the quicker they build. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. It's like, how long have you known about this? I'm like, 1, 2, 4 months? He's like, what the fuck? And you didn't fill this in? I'm like, I thought you guys knew.
Well, and
It
the
took
other
me
the
so
other one
long
thing
to
that a
know
lot
that.
of people didn't know about this one, like just like going back to Warcraft 3, you can lock certain units to numbers on
Yeah,
your
control
keypad,
1, control 2.
right?
Fuck yeah, man.
And so you could just insta highlight
1, go. 2, go. 3,
exactly.
go. Dude,
Loved it about
fuck
that
it.
game.
Who were you in this one? Were you the evil Russian Empire or the Americans?
Always. Always. As a Canadian, I was like, fuck the Americans. I'm always going to
You
be
know
the
what
evil.
really pissed a lot of people off is you built a shit ton of kennels and barbed wire and you just leave all your dogs and like, oh, fucking dogs, the cheapest unit, really?
Yeah. I loved it.
The mammoth tanks, man.
But again, I love playing both, like seeing both
Yeah.
sides of it and like
'Cause, like,
understanding both sides of it, right?
Yeah, the Tesla coil towers, man. And
It's
then
everything.
And then you just get your aircraft to destroy their power plants, and you'd move your army
But
up.
just
because-
as much as I love wiping out, I love tower defense.
Yeah.
I love like tower defense is one of my favorite things in RTS, and it like
Yeah.
our Red Alert did it really well,
Fuck yeah,
like really well.
dude!
This
I
was
love
a
this game.
highly, like, this game should be remade,
They did remake it.
but
They
like
did.
just re-release it as is with like fancy new
Oh
3D.
no! So, I see. Okay, 3D it up.
yeah, just
Okay.
absolutely.
Because they remade it, so now you can scroll out, so you can see more
Yes.
of your troops and
Yeah.
stuff, and scroll in if you want to keep it original Windows 95 base.
Yeah. No, I'm more like modernize it,
Yeah.
but keep the rule set. Because
Absolutely.
the rule set's absolutely like,
Yeah.
it
Don't
might be
change the
perfect.
recipe.
It
Just
might be
polish
perfect.
it up. Right.
It might be perfect.
I think it is perfect.
Like it's way better than StarCraft.
I find it's a far superior game to StarCraft.
100%.
I can't think of. There's no RTS that comes immediately to mind that is just all around better than Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Yeah.
Me neither. Like, it's dude, I was going back and forth with Age of Empires 2 and Command and Conquer, and at the end of the day, you know what it came down to? It just came down to memories. Like,
Yeah.
how long have I played this game? Who
My
have I played
entire
it with? And
high
all
school, like all the guys in my high school class, fucking fell on their swords for this game.
That? Yeah.
Like this thing, everybody, like guys were spending their like part-time paychecks on PC parts to
Yeah.
like upgrade to
Yeah.
play this game.
Fuck yeah.
Like it was everybody wanted in. You know what I mean?
Dude. Oh, love this game so much. Like,
Yeah.
I can't emphasize how much Command and Conquer Red Alert meant so much to me in my life. I remember back in high school, my brother and I had a Scholastic. Remember Scholastic?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we're supposed to get a book, right, for a project. And our mom gave us, I think, like, you see where this is going, 30 or 35 bucks. And we're looking for the cheapest book because on the very back page of it, it's like, Command and Conquer. I'm like, oh my God. And Dave's like, we need to get it. I'm like, how are we going to get away with this? Like, find the cheapest book. It's like, $5, right? And then we're like, oh, we have enough. I'm like, okay. So you like darken that up, put it through the mail. Next thing it came in because we were waiting in the door. Like, we need to get to this before mom and dad
Before
does.
mom, yeah.
So he came in and we're like, mom's like, oh, is that the book? Yeah, it's the book.
I'm gonna read it in my bedroom. Goodbye.
Yeah. Technically, that is the first mail-in order game we ever got.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
On a Packard Bell, Windows 95.
Yeah. Hey,
Fucking
could have been
memories.
worse. Could have been like a compact Bigfoot Bersario.
Or
Fucking
Math
terrible.
Blasters.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
But yeah, that's our RTS list.
Yeah. We're happy with that list.
Oh.
I think Cujo's happy with that list.
I
You guys
think
might have heard
Cujo's
him in the
ready to
background
get
a little
the
bit.
heck out here and kick us
Yeah,
out.
he's ready. He's ready to come out and celebrate the list with us. So
Yeah.
let's let him. Without further ado, let us know how we're wrong. We're always wrong. You guys always tell us.
Yeah, we're picking
think our-
games from like 2 decades ago.
My favorite comment from like the PS1 list was, "This is the worst list I've ever seen in my life."
Perfect.
No, it's the worst list you've ever seen till now.
Till now, that's right. And with that, thank you, Tyrell, for joining us.
Absolutely lovely coming on. Hope everyone enjoyed the list.
And we can't wait for the next one.
Heck yeah. See you next time, everybody.
Bye.
Like,
Have
Have a good
subscribe,
one.
and give Loren a hard time next time you see him at Analog Brewing.